The legacy of John Wesley Donaldson was lost to history. After his death in 1970, baseball fans and the general public alike are not familiar with how influential John Donaldson's career was. His legacy was reduced to an obscure footnote in black baseball history, one only the most diligent historians had even the slightest inkling about. We have worked together to solidify John Donaldson's rightful place as one of the greatest ball players in the history of our national pastime. A group of historians called the John Donaldson Network have systematically reassembled John Donaldson's 33-year career. What we found was one of the greatest baseball talents in the history of this sport. To understand what John Donaldson accomplished, it is important to understand his era and the opportunities afforded anyone trying to make a living playing baseball. In 1891, John was born the first son of Ida and James Donaldson of Glasgow, Missouri. The color barrier in organized baseball had been enforced for several years, since Moses Fleetwood Walker was ushered from the field as a member of the Toledo Blue Stockings. Black ball players had no opportunities to advance into the largest stages of baseball. There was no expectation that if you were skilled enough on the field, a reward of riches and status would find you. And John Donaldson knew this. A Sandlot pal named John Shackelford, who was eligible for organized ball, was a contemporary of Donaldson, and as boys they frequently played together in Glasgow. Shackelford found his way to the American Association to play for the Milwaukee Brewers in their championship season of 1914. John Shackelford had the skin color the major leagues wanted. John Donaldson did not. The divergent paths Shackelford and Donaldson took provide a contrasting story of what it was like to pursue a career in baseball. Shackelford rose to relative stardom in league play, and Donaldson was forced to play anywhere other than a major league field. This less memorable path led Donaldson to prove his immense talent in at least 31 different states and provinces, and in over 683 different cities. John Donaldson's career was lost, scattered from coast to coast. He built a following in non-major league places with names like Bertha, Dickinson, and Sioux Falls. Donaldson's career was extraordinary, despite its required wide-ranging list of cities. He brought known major league quality to a baseball-crazed public as the United States emerged as a world superpower and the national pastime cemented deep roots in the fabric of America. Today, his body of work is nearly completely defined, and his legacy will soon be returned to its rightful place. John Donaldson's ability made him the first black talent scout in Major League Baseball history. As a player, he earned more wins and strikeouts than any segregated player in the history of baseball. We will show what a special human being he was and underscore the value of naming John Donaldson Field in his honor. Together, we will restore his legacy.